It's 5:30, so we will call to order the Loudon County Planning Commission. Would you stand with me, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Ron Bright.
Here.
Jim Brooks.
Here.
Todd Kennedy.
Here.
Keith Buckles.
Here.
Pam McNew. Here. John Napier.
Here.
Leon Shields.
Here.
Mike Waller.
Here.
Jimmy Williams.
Here.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the July 8th meeting?
So moved.
Got a move and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Number 3, planned agenda items. A, subdivision plat for 3 lots, applicant Trey Thomas, property owner Tyler Thomas, tax map 045, parcel 013.03, located Foshee Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 4. Mr. Thomas here? Or a spokesman for Mr. Thomas? Jim, what do you think?
I was gonna tell y'all, everything, Phil's been in contact with the surveyor, there's just a few minor things they've gotta add to the plat. It just went through commission for approval for rezoning, the vast majority is in compliance. It would be good if y'all chose to approve it.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve as long as they meet all the standards.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. B, subdivision plat for 15 lots, applicant Benchmark Associates, property owner Sally Sefton, trustee, tax map 017, parcel 055.00, located 14350 North Shore Drive, A2 Rural Residential District, District 6. Come up and tell us what we're doing.
Benny Mormon with Benchmark Associates, 10308 Hardin Valley Road, Knoxville, Tennessee. It's was a 107-acre farm. We had previously subdivided off 5 5-acre lots that fronted on North Shore. At this point, we've built a road back into the development, and we'll have 15 more lots, or 14 of them fronting off of that road, and 1 more fronting on North Shore.
All in compliance?
It is highway department satisfied with road construction and ready for the final signature.
Utilities are okay too, Leon?
They are, yes, sir, to my knowledge.
Yeah, and I drove the property, this is in my neighborhood, so very good road, good looking development, so I'd make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Thank you.
C, subdivision plat for 5 lots, applicant Dana Zahner, property owner Eloise Zahner, tax map 005J, group A, parcel 026.00, located at 673 Montview Road, A3 Developing Agricultural District, District 5. Ms. Zahner?
I think that we've complied with all the regulations, and I'd appreciate approval.
As with the other, just a few minor corrections. They just finished up the rezoning, so they'll make those amendments and we'll be ready to go.
I make a motion to approve as long as Jim's satisfied with it.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. D, commercial site plan, applicant property owner Andrew Brackett, tax map 068, parcel 010.00, located Wade Road West, C2, General Commercial District, District 4. Mr. Brackett.
So I think go ahead.
So let me bring you up to speed on this property. This property, they'd come in a couple of months ago. It's a commercial property. They discussed access to Wade Road or Highway 72. This board said, hey, our preference is you need to connect to Highway 72. In that interim, they started checking about connection permits with the state. It is a no access corridor. I called a gentleman with the state of Tennessee to verify that basically, I believe it's from basically the gas station to in Monroe County, there is no access. So At this point, they are left with a Wade Road connection only. So, and through email, had discussions with this engineer and the property owner here. And they first of all want to make sure, they've sent in some preliminary stuff. I believe they have a SWIP plan maybe already in place. They've sent in preliminary stuff. There's still some stuff lacking on the site plan itself. But the first thing we wanted to do is address this Wade Road connections. Have this conversation with this, commission to bring them up to speed as to what we have and address any concerns from there. Previously, I believe their engineer had done a, line of sight study. I believe the engineer is behind me, correct?
Yes, sir.
He'd done a line of sight study where he discussed the distance of vision and the speed limit posting and things of that nature. You can see the proposed access is near, is that Union Fork?
I believe it is, yes, sir.
There's a little road that comes off of 72 by Union Fork. That's in the location of connection. The biggest issues have been with this road, obviously, is the width of road for those that are familiar.
It's narrow.
It is very narrow, but at this point, I don't know of anything else to tell them. Seeing as how access off 72 doesn't seem to be possible.
I mean, as far as our traffic, the main things that'll be coming out, if we do have a shop there, I mean, we have pickup trucks and stuff where we service, you know, a lot of Teleco Village and tree work and, stuff of that nature. And the end goal in the future would be to get into a little bit of retail. I got into where I take my wood chips and got into recycling service. I recycle in Massville. I'd like to stage some of my, product on site and then, you know, potentially get into retail with it. That's the idea of it, you know, and most of the time landscapers just drive with a pickup truck and a trailer around the area to get their stuff. So I mean, that's the vast majority of, you know, the traffic that would be there.
And did you point out that almost all your traffic is before 7 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it's a pretty early time. Yeah, a lot of your landscapers like to, of course, get their material, try to get done early, and it's not gonna be, I mean, a madhouse. People buying multiple.
How far is it from where this driveway will be to the nearest road that's got some adequate width to it?
I guess it's all on GPS, right, on how you enter.
Yeah.
It's probably,
Say Union Forks was probably a good 350, 450 from the 72 probably.
yeah, it's probably 450 feet. If you went in by Union Fork Church, which is narrow road to 72. It's at what, an 1/8 or a 1/4 mile if you come back and take the other location.
Does the new county commission road standard that's for residential houses, does it have any kind of language in it that refers to commercial business?
It does not.
So is he proposing to come to enter off of Union Fork
No.
by the church or
off of
still
Wade Road.
around by the Lutheran church?
Well, I mean, it's on the other side of the hill from, it's closer to the Union Fork Church than it is the Lutheran Church.
His access will be to Wade Road,
Yeah.
but his point of access to the property is fairly adjacent to where you come from Union Fork Church. There's just no way to, direct traffic, particularly to say to use that entry in and out.
Is your plan to set up a nursery there, or
Right now,
is
it's
this
just
gonna be
material.
a dumping ground for stumps and logs?
No, nothing like that. We do that on our, family farm back in Massville. Yeah, I have a grinder that I take our wood chip product and grind it and I color them and do all that kind of stuff with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, the idea is mainly just to have a shop. Like I said, my dad, he's been in business nearly 30 years in the village, just a home base area and to be able to sell a little bit of, you know, my byproducts, pretty much what it is.
Any feedback from the county road superintendent? Recommendation?
No recommendation other than, the obvious, right? It's trying, a matter of permitting it.
How wide is that road? I've never been out there.
It's narrow.
15 feet.
14 might be a
It
guess.
might be 15, be pushing it to be.
If you meet somebody, you gotta get over.
Is there a reason that they're entering right on that curve instead of down at the bottom end of the property?
So I would say if you look at about the center of that property, and you correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably a high spot. You come up a hill and that's probably a high spot in that
Yeah,
location.
like he's saying, Tom's, vision test that he did, the place you have the most view from where the drive is, you can see a good ways into that curve. And then you can see all the way up on top of the hill, like about where the mouse hand is of where that shop would be laying, is still a little downhill from it. So it gives a good line of sight to be able to see to pull in or out. Is why the drive is more down that direction.
And how many, again, trucks does your service have?
2 to 3. We have a truck that pulls a chipper and a truck that pulls our small equipment on a, bigger than lawn service trailer, small utility trailer.
You said that you chipped at your daddy's place in Madisonville and then dyed it and hauled it in there?
That's the idea.
What
Yeah,
do you
that's
haul
it.
it in on? Tractor and trailer?
No, we have a small little F-450 dump trucks. No, I don't own no tractor trailer.
So we're not fully approving any site plan. We don't have all the information. There's still a few things that's in the C2 zoning, which obviously there's not been a request for variance for, paved surfaces, curb gutter and things of that nature. I believe he's aware we've gotta have the building and the structure. And I think you may have TDEC approval for a septic location. You have your SWIFT permits, I know.
We do, yes, sir.
So there's still a few things to get to the point of approval. But again, they wanted to make sure we address this situation here before they finalize those plans.
Are we voting on the roads?
Or you can enter them?
I mean, at this point, I mean, it's almost an administrative review of it, because again, we said we want access off 72, that was the last discussion. And they want to make sure that they were gonna get site plan approval if they proceed with their engineered documents, for this connection point, since it is different than what we originally planned.
Anybody in the audience opposed or for? You wanna speak up on it?
This piece of land, about, a year ago, year and a half ago, somebody else was trying to buy this piece of land. And we turned them down, entering on Wade Road.
Yeah, they wanted to put in, they didn't know what they
I
wanted.
don't remember what it was.
They were wanting to rezone to turn it to residential. It was a builder that was wanting to buy the property.
I don't know what it was, I don't remember what it was, but we
And
turned
the
down
office,
entering on Wade Road.
The landowner, he can confirm that.
My only problem is that road's narrow.
And I mean, it's no different really, the streets of Teleco Village where we service every day, you can't pass 2 full-size trucks on any one of them roads in there. The main roads, yeah, but the little, side streets and everything, anybody that works in there or drives in there, lives in there can tell you, it's tight.
It is.
I think, like, one of the issues, the question I have, I think with you using it as as a place to service your trucks and using it for your part, seems like that would be low impact, but I guess my concern is question, if you do start opening up for retail, and, what that means. With more traffic, because it is an narrow road.
I mean, for the most part, is like, as far as landscaping supplies, the majority of Teleco Village, I mean, there's still a lot of homes being built, but not near as much as it was, in the past. I mean, a lot of it, like I said, is just mulch, so you'll have landscapers in there here and there, but right now, I mean, that's the baby step I'm looking to get to.
I'm his dad, I'm CB, I'm the owner of CB Tree and Landscape Service. That property's deed for nursery, it's deeded commercial. And please don't take me the wrong way, so I don't see how it cannot be that. I started my business 28 years ago, right after I got out of the Marine Corps. I've worked my hind end off, and my life is literally lived through this young man right here. And when I die, I want to see all of my kids be so much more than what I ever could be. This young man right here, he's 27 years old. He's not your typical 27-year-old this day and time. I pray that that doesn't offend anybody in here, but that's just the God's honest truth. He's not your typical 27-year-old. He works his hind end off. He's honest. And I've got one hell of a reputation in Tellico Village. I started in Tellico Village. One of these days I'll probably carry me out of Tellico Village on a gurney. But what he's asking for is not unreasonable. You know, there can be signs put up, slow, business intersection, whatever ahead. I mean, there can be all kinds of things done to where this young man can, be something in life. He has a goal to take my business that I started from absolutely nothing and take it to a level that I could have only dreamed of at one time in my life. All I'm asking is, give this young man a chance. He's not your typical 27-year-old. He doesn't live in mom and dad's basement. He doesn't stay on a computer or a video game all day, all night long. He's not a druggie, he's not an alkie. We run a very clean, respectful business, I can promise you that. I'm a diehard Christian through and through. I don't put up with no nonsense. Neither does my son. That's the way I've raised him. I'm a licensed ordained Baptist minister, and I'm a Marine. I'm a United States Combat Marine. All I'm asking is, give this young man a chance. In America today, I see so many young people failing, and it's because us as elders are not pushing them to be something, and we're not giving them the chance to be something. That's all I'm gonna say. I just ask that y'all, open your hearts, open your minds. There's ways to make this happen, and he's going about it the legit way. There will be no logs, no debris from our jobs dumped on that property. There will be mulch, there will be stone of all shapes, colors, sizes, one day sold from that place, because that's why he bought the property. I helped him to get the property to where he could take my business that he will take over one day and go and take it to a whole new level. The property's commercial property, it's deeded, says nursery and landscape, same stuff. There will be retail off of that property in time, but all of that can be, it can just be, it can be handled, it can be done. We just gotta be willing to work together and make it happen. That's as simple as that. We are America. And Loudon County is one heck of a county. I'm just next county over, Monroe, this is East Tennessee, this is home to me. Been all over the world, this is home.
Jim, this has been commercial for quite some time, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's not rezoned, Jim. This, I don't know what kind of commercial development you can put on here, really, where the road width wouldn't be an issue. I don't know. This really, because of the TDOT not allowing them to connect to the main road is a hardship in my mind. So Unless there's any further discussion, I would make a motion to approve this request.
Commissioner Kennedy, would that be a recommendation to proceed with, completing the site plan for
Yes,
presentation?
exactly.
Thank you.
I will second your motion. We've got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Show of hands, please. 4, 5. Against? 5, 4. Is that what you get, Jeannie?
Put your hands back up on the deny, please.
Deny, I'm sorry. Deny.
So what, 4 deny? Was that McNew, Bright, Brooks, and Buckles?
Oh, Waller.
Waller, got it. Okay,
5-4 pass?
Yep.
Yep. There you are. E, rezone request from A2 to A3, applicant Richard LeMay, property owner Joseph Hicks. Tax map 017N, Group B, parcel 001.00, and tax map 017N, Group C, parcel 001.00, located at 2050 Wilkerson Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 6. Mr. LeMay, or Mr. LeMay's representative?
Mr.
And you're
Chairman,
wanting
this
to
is just a
rezone from A2 to
rezoning
A3.
request for lot line adjustments, all it is. It's affecting an adjacent parcel, he owns both parcels, he's having to adjust the lot line, so it's just to allow that adjustment.
Any need to ask the audience on this one?
Well, might as well.
Anybody got any problem with the rezoning?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion approved, a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Thank you.
Thank you.
F, rezone request from A2 to A3, applicant property owner Billy Lawson, tax map 006, parcel 146.00, located at 4829 Hickory Creek Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 5, approximately 1 acre only. Mr. Lawson.
Yes.
I believe they're just looking to, create a 1 acre tract for, is it for a family member?
Yes.
Is that what I understand? So they're looking to, if they have like a 9 or 10 acre tract, I gotta get to that section.
Yeah, 10-acre tract, and that's a deed, my daughter off 1 acre, so she's gonna put a house or a double wide there.
Everything comply?
We haven't got to the survey part, but obviously they'll have to submit a compliance survey to make it happen, but, it would appear they should be able to do that with what they have.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
So be it.
Thank you.
G, rezone request from R1 to C2, applicant Brian Thompson, property owner Natalie Goins, tax map 070L, Group 1, parcel 006.00, located at Highway 95, R1 Suburban Residential District, District 3. Mr. Thompson.
How are you?
Well, thank you.
I was here last month and found out about my property that I could not do, so I have a contingent plan with this piece of property right here. One piece is zone C2, the other piece is residential. I'm trying to make both C2 for an automotive repair facility. Self-employed, me, just me running it. I've got a couple questions about it. I'm trying to make sure all this stuff is right before I go purchase the property, because I already got my butt burned by a realtor a couple months back, and that's why I was here last month, and it was not approved because it was unrestricted agriculture. Now we've got this C2 in residential, I don't think I'm gonna have a big problem zoning it. If that comes to your call, but I have got a couple builders that told me that I was not allowed to build on it at all. So I was like, why would you sell a piece of property that you couldn't build on? So my first question is, I am trying to zone that full piece of property, I'm thinking, what is that, C2
Yes.
for automotive repair? And I'm trying to make sure I can build a shop on it. I don't wanna buy another piece and be stuck with it again. Cause I've already got a $240,000.
I ain't got no problem with you rezoning it, but the building, that's Jim and them. I don't, that was gonna be my question to you. I don't see how you can put a building on it.
3/4 of an acre, I'm only looking
Yeah,
at.
but you got railroad in the back. It was filled with tiles, and I don't know if you can build over that railroad.
That, lot right there where it says 5.00, I'm only thinking, 40 by 50 max, 14 foot high, 3 bays. And it will stuff that perfectly. I did find out it will not perk, but there is a sewer going through there in December. And I'll have to attach that, and I have to address the seller for that, because I wasn't, planning on spending about $16,000 to attach to a sewer, but that's my worst, my least case scenario. I'm just trying to make sure I can build on it, cause that was a gas station right there where that's standing. There was a gas station and tanks there, and I did verify that the tanks have been removed out of the ground and all the environmental stuff was took care of beforehand. But this building, we're digging probably a 12-foot or a 12-inch by 12-inch footer with a pad and putting it's probably gonna be some type of building according to commercial standards, of course.
Do you see any issue with it, Jim, if he rezones this successfully? Is there an issue with him replating this to make one big lot?
I mean, as far as replanting to combine the lots, that should not be an issue.
As long as he
Once he's
complies
able
at
to
that
get
point.
sewer connection, it's gonna be a holdup on anything.
Sewer's supposed to be done in December. Supposedly it's supposed to go about a mile from Co-op, which is plumb past me. I just have to go to the
No,
other
it's
side of the
going
road.
down right past you as far as it's going.
Yeah, which was lucky on my part, because if they would've said it's not going, I would not even be here today, cause it's
My
pointless.
only problem is I'd make sure that I could get the building in there and get everything with Jim before I bought the property.
Okay,
That'd be my only thing. I'll make a motion that we rezone it.
I had
Before
to
we
get all
vote
this
on
stuff
that,
in a row.
anybody in the audience got any problem with going from residential to commercial on this? Yeah, go ahead.
We own property across the road from it.
Stand up, please, and identify yourself.
We own property across the road from it. I'm Jim Bunch.
Okay.
We own property right across from it. I don't have a problem with this young man rezoning and trying to start a business, but, down the road, I'm wondering what it's gonna do to my property. You plan on parking a lot of cars there?
No, they're probably max between 6 and 10 cars at one time.
Okay.
It's just me, I can only do so much as a one-person band. The most I'll ever hire in is probably a secretary to answer my phone, because it never stops ringing.
Okay with it? Okay.
I'll second Mr. Brooks' motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
But I would, before I bought it, I'd get my duck.
I have a contingent, my land is, 5771 Highway 95 South, that's your last. And, I've got a contingent plan to buy this, but I have to get this approved first per my contract, and then I'll pull some measurements and stuff and see what size I can
But
get
you
in
ain't
there.
talked to Jim. I don't know about that old railroad track. I don't know how.
I know
far
it's back
it is.
behind me, I can
Yeah,
see
it's
it,
right behind
there's a huge hump over there.
But it's probably 25 or 30 foot this way towards 95. And that's the thing that concerns me.
I don't know exact setbacks from road to side yet, I will have to figure all that out.
That's what I'm saying. Just don't get burned.
I won't. And I'll give him a call, and I'll get my setbacks and figure that out, and, we'll go from there, but I thank y'all.
You are welcome. H, rezone request from A1 to A3, applicant Leah Metcalf, property owner Robert Keck. I will mispronounce that again. Tax map 038, parcel 045.00498993, Highway 72 North, A1 Agriculture Forestry District, District 4, approximately 1.5 acres only. Ms. Metcalf,
Yes.
go ahead.
So my client, there's two structures
structures on there right now. He's trying to split off the primary residence and sell that, and he wants to keep 1.5 acre. So we're requesting to rezone so we can get 1.5 to meet your requirements for a subdivision.
Anybody in the audience got any issue with that? Jim?
Nothing to add.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I, rezone request from A2 to A3, applicant property owner James Johnson, tax map 049, parcel 112.00, located at 12095 Sticky School Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 4, approximately 1 acre only.
Yes, I'd like to take 1 acre, which is the corner of Vonal Road and Sticky School Road, and cut it out and give it to my daughter. She can take it and put a house on it. This was done, 25 years ago. I had a single wide and stuff on it. And electricity's there, water's there, sewer's there. Just ask them to get it rezoned if possible.
Mr. Chairman, if it's compliant with Mr. Jenkins, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Thank you.
J, rezone request from A2 to A3, applicant property owner Monica Stevens, tax map 070, parcel 012.00, located at 7249 Sinking Creek Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 3, approximately 1 acre only. Miss Monica.
Hello.
Hello.
We're just trying to take 1 acre off the front right there, so we could give it to our daughter to build a house.
Okay, Jim?
What's the acreage of the total parcel?
6.
6.5, okay. Don't have anything, no, sir.
I make a motion to approve.
Second. Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. You're good to go.
Thank you.
K, rezone request from C1 to C2, applicant property owner M&M Property, tax map 027, parcel 142.00, located at 13151 Highway 321 South, C1 General Commercial District, District 3. And you must be the representative for M&M Property.
Yes, I'm the owner. I just bought this parcel. We're actually gonna build an office. I talked to Jim, we're working on that stuff now. But I had mentioned to him that I'd like to build, I own a construction company, concrete, and a pumping company, and I was gonna build a shop or a garage and put my pump in there just for advertising because it was on the main road. So that's why he said I had to zone it to zone 2. But due to the fact that we all know it is a fill area.
Is that there at Wally's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, being all fill, so I might end up changing my direction and just put landscape. I own a recycling concrete company. I crush in other areas. I have 3 locations that's permitted. But I'd like to maybe set something up to sell product there. Cause my one's in Knoxville and just have a closer area.
So what are you wanting to do here, for sure?
I'm really not, I mean, when I came in to see Jim, I was just gonna build an office and a shop, and he says, well, you can't build that shop without being zone 1. So then I said, well, let's do zone 2, but then the problem is when we're starting to get into the fill area, and if I can get the building in there. If I can't get the building in there, then I'm just gonna do landscaping, sell some kind of products. But the main part is I can get approved is just doing offices. I mean, that's what we're moving forward on right now, just getting our permits to get the office in. Just do an office, and then we were gonna put another shop behind it.
Anybody against it in the audience?
So are you building the office?
Yeah, we're,
Period.
yes, we're building the office, period. We have so we got 4 office space, and then we're gonna have a little store, cause we do concrete work. So I mean, it's just gonna be a small area for concrete tools, cause there's really not concrete tool supplies around this area. That's the only thing we're gonna do now. And then whatever we decide down the road.
typically when they rezone, there's a purpose given, that's why I'm asking. They
Yeah.
give a purpose, and if they rezone you to do it in this use, and then all of a sudden it becomes something totally different, it can be an issue, that's why I was trying to
How big
let
a
them
lot's
know.
that, Jim?
Huh?
How big a lot's that?
7.73 acres.
Are you next to that building that's got that
No,
roof
it's
lining?
back towards Greenback. They're at Wally where the hot dog man.
Yeah, well, yep, exactly.
I thought that's where he was.
I mean, there's C2 in the area, I wasn't stating that what he's doing, he could do the offices at 5,000 square feet in the C1. But he was looking to do the offices, then he mentioned some warehouse shop area for tools and equipment, and his pump truck, which is gonna exceed the allowable use and the area, so that's when we discussed C2 to allow him to do that. Even in the C2, he can do the offices. I was just trying to get a gist on what the end goal was here, prior to us moving forward.
I mean, I talked to engineers and stuff about trying to build in there. You know, I mean, you can go so far, but as you get back to that back street, you know, it all falls down that hill. You know, it just depends on how much money, you know, start looking at that, how much money. So that's why I said I might have to scrub the shop and I'll just sell, you know, set some bins up and sell gravel and sell landscape material.
So we make a motion to approve it based on what he's proposing with the garage, storage.
It's gonna be offices there.
Yes, the office for sure is going.
We gotta get the offices, and then he's gonna have some materials. I don't know, you're making me do zoning from the hip here. Landscaping businesses, materials, things like that are an allowable use in that zoning district. Sales are allowable use. Depends on if we get into multiple uses on one property and try and make sure we don't do that. It's all typically related and associated, which this may be, so you can make that motion if you would like.
I'll make a motion that we approve it based on his use for an office plus a garage and storage for his pump truck and storage bins for landscape material if needed.
Okay.
Everybody understand that?
That's right.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Thank you.
L, rezone request from A2 to A3. Applicant Jamie Davis, property owner Joshua Davis, tax map 057, parcel 094.00, located at 4100 Corinth Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 4, approximately 1 3/10 acre only.
Good evening, folks.
Hi.
My son and I purchased this farm place, I guess it's been about 6 or 7 years ago now. I don't know that either one of us realized at the time it was actually 2 tracks. One side of it had the old homestead on it that was tore down. I put a home on it, it's got a barn on it, some other things. My son took the big track on the left side and built him a home. He's got his own private driveway, everything's done. The property that I'm looking at breaking a piece off of has 2 entrances to it. I'm looking to knock off 1.3 acres of a 9.34 acre tract just for a single family residence. And the home and everything is already there. And he lived in it while he built his home.
So the house is already.
It's zoned now, it's set up, it has to be at least 2 acres. And I've already got it surveyed and pinned at the 1.34.
So the house is already there.
There's a house already there, there's a barn there, some outbuildings, and of the original, from the original years ago. I still have the outhouse that was there from the original, all those years ago.
Jim?
I don't have any issues.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Thank you all very much.
Yes, sir.
M, rezone request from A2 to A3, applicant property owner Tia Roberts Davis, tax map 028, parcels 014.01 and 022.00, located 1000 Deaton Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 6, approximately 2 1-acre lots only.
So we
Which
don't
one
know
is
what
Tia?
we're doing. I'm Tia.
Okay.
We're a little confused, I guess. We have 7.25 acres, I think, between the two plots together. And these are my two boys. They're hoping to build on the property, so we have to kind of figure out how to divide off for them. That's what we're trying to figure out how to do. So they're not real particular, but part of the property is not as desirable, maybe not as desirable, but will just be a harder build. We're just trying to figure out how to do it, so we're new to this, so we don't, y'all just
So you're
kind of
wanting
got
to
it.
divide 2 1-acre lots off, right?
What we're kind of thinking, we don't know if this is possible, I guess, is we would like to take the 2 plots that we have and have it resurveyed into 1 plot, and then have it zoned A3, is that right?
That's what you're here for now.
Yeah, okay, that's what we would like to have it divided off into A3, so they could have a little bit more than an acre. So that their houses wouldn't be like on top of each other, and, cause we have enough property to do that, but we have to have it rezoned to do it.
But can they do that, Jim, if it's 2 pieces before they survey it and get it put in 1 piece?
Well, I mean,
Do we need to reach?
yeah, she's trying to start, they own these 2 tracks, she's trying to start by requesting rezoning, give us we had an example of what they were requesting, which was a 5-acre tract to remain A2.
It's messed up.
And then the new track will be reconfigured to allow the 50 feet of access to each 1-acre lot. And those 2 lots would need to be the A3. Part of the issue she might find is she needs 5 acres because the lower track only has 25 feet of road frontage. So even though, if y'all choose to rezone this area A3 to allow the 2 tracks to be created, she might be able to move those lines a little bit if she finds out she has more property.
But she's not gonna be able to give them more than 1 acre.
Probably not unless she
With
has
her
more than
25
25
foot
feet.
right of way.
Yeah, she'll have.
So I think
25
our
acres.
neighbors, we've talked to our neighbors up there where the small driveway is at the 25 feet.
Yeah.
I think our neighbors will possibly give us more over there if that helps us at all,
So it might be doable then.
to make it a little more.
If you get 25 more foot, then they can make theirs 1.5 acres,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I think in this request, it will be to, rezone it, if you so choose. The A3, 1 track to remain A2, the other 2 tracks to be A3, which would allow her to go down to 2.5 acres on the one, do whatever she needs to do to create the others.
You good?
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay.
All right, thank you.
Ready. Step 2. In rezone request from A2 to A3, applicant 3D land surveying, property owner Conway and Kathy Dukes. Tax map 055, parcel 029, .01, located at 3466 Pond Creek Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 4. Mr. Dukes. Anything to say?
I ain't got nothing to say, just to add on. I was told that one that told me that it needed to be rezoned, so I've been told.
Jim, you got any problem with it?
Lot line, sir. It's all good, just a lot line adjustment.
Move to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Did you get that, Jenny, who made
I'm not sure, but I'll put both names down.
Give it to Leon.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Sorry to keep you here all this time.
Oh, I know, it's been an ordeal for me.
For county commission action on planning commission recommendations. Jim, anything?
They followed our recommendations we sent forward.
They must have been pretty good then.
Yes, sir.
5, Coast Department building activities, summary for July.
I have nothing to add to what you all have.
Any additional comments from the public? Update from the planning department.
County Commission did send down a request for us to look into and address cluster developments. The concern is when you read the segment of cluster developments, it gives a long heading, for a lack of better words, a description of the development. And then, of course, what occurs is you end up with a 15,000 square foot lot, you end up with an infrastructure detention pond, and it seems like the heading may be misleading. So, some of the discussion was, how do we get detention ponds from being a part of that infrastructure that they take out of it, but if y'all would be willing, if we could start at 5 o'clock next month and try to get a thoughtful process to explain what's being looked at, how we wanna proceed, whether it's let's change it, let's not change it, let's do away with clusters altogether, we'll discuss that, try to get something together.
5 o'clock workshop next month.
As it stands now, yes, sir.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn this meeting?
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
It's supposed to be here. They go in.
Yeah, it used to go in. So you'll have people that get up and leave, and then they'll make copies, still might come next week.
Radar around it
I don't care what you say.
I saw that property and said, I worked on that hot dog stand.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking about you sitting out there, that hot dog guy. Somebody, I think somebody bought it, trying to build on the back of it, to the back of it, you had that car around it.
You know,
It was a problem.
you
That's
put
funny.
chili on those hot dogs, it just looked like brown colored water.
See ya.
Couple stay for my action.
I'm ready to go.
Need to call the Loudon County Board of Zoning Appeals meeting to order with roll call. She ain't even in.
I think I can handle that. Ryan Bright.
Here.
Jim Brooks.
Here.
Todd Kennedy.
Oh, peach, that's a piece.
No. You got the wrong piece of paper.
See what happens when everybody leaves when you want.
We can just wait, no worries.
We're all here.
Boss is back.
We're good. Or you need to wait till let her call the roll.
I will call roll if you wanna start.
We done it once, but we had a few extras.
I guess it's just in case somebody wants to review our footage, we'll have it. Which is,
I hear she's coming.
yeah, she's coming. She's much better than I am. Same thing.
We're waiting on you.
Sorry. Are you ready? Ryan Bright,
Here.
Jim Brooks,
Here.
John Napier,
Here.
Leon Shields,
Here.
Mike Waller.
Here.
Everybody that's here that's gonna speak on anything tonight during this meeting needs to stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you may give in the causes now pending before this commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. Everybody read the minutes?
Move to approve.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Planned agenda items. Special exception request to open a basketball focused fitness center. Applicant Landon Bedford, property owner G. Carla LLC, tax map 007A, Group A, parcel 015.00 located 499 Center Cross Lane, C2 General Commercial District, District 5.
I'm Landon, how are y'all doing? Thank you for your time. Probably a little more knowledgeable on exactly what we need.
They called our office, what they have is, it's a little bit of everything. It's more or less a subscription, as I understand, fitness center, but they have, it's primarily, they have basketball courts within it. Am I correct?
Yes,
Tell me
sir.
when I'm wrong.
Nope, you were
It's
spot
a
on.
subscription base. We have this new zoning, but when you look at C2, we've got some stuff in there. Then we have the CFD. After a lot of thought and discussion, we had the pro hockey center that's in the same development. This is the same process they went through years ago. They received a special exception for it. That's why he's here, to get a special exception to have this fitness center at this location.
It's an existing building.
It is.
Correct.
And we've done that in that area before.
Yes, sir.
I'd make a motion to approve.
Anybody here wanna speak on it? All right, go ahead.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise, you're good.
Item D has been removed.
Okay. Item C, variance request for accessory structure to be placed in the front yard, applicant property owner Dennis Watson, tax map 006, parcel 149.000, located 5261 Hickory Creek Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 5.
Asking for permission to be able to put a personal garage in front of the house due to topographical issues behind and beside the house. Cause it just drops straight off down to a creek below about 50 feet.
You want to build it right there with the,
Yeah, where the gravel area is, I've been
Gravel
working on building that area up for about the past 3 years, hauling in hundreds of loads of dirt to build that area up, and then had no clue about the issue with building any kind of a structure in front of the house.
and it's gonna be what kind of structure for
It's a personal garage.
garage?
It's 30 feet wide by 40 feet deep with a 12-foot lean-to on one side to park my bass boat and grandfather's pickup truck.
You don't have existing structure behind your house already?
Just the 2 storage buildings on that one side right there.
I will make a motion to grant the variance.
Anybody here got anything on it? Got a motion?
I'll make a second.
Got a motion and a second. Anybody else got anything? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Likewise. You're good. Item D, variance request for 20-foot front yard setback, applicant property owner Hannah Deck, tax map 050, parcel 186.00, located 1225 Davis Ferry Road, A2 Rural Residential District, District 1.
Jenkins, good evening. So we are desirous of bringing our little 6-acre homestead with 2 dwellings on it into compliance. We had it surveyed, 2.5 acres on the structure behind the main house, and it's currently 51 feet from the side to the back of the house. We're required to have 70, and so we're requesting a 20-foot variance.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, Jenkins, we know this is a unique situation. I think we've heard it in the past, but is this the best way of legalizing this lot?
It's the most cost effective for the property.
What do you think the long-term effects to it?
I guess the biggest issues will be other people that may come forward to do this, requesting the variances for the structures when they've already kind of built them outside the purview. Be the biggest thing.
And now, if I remember correct, y'all inherited this from another owner, right? Or do y'all build this structure there?
It was an existing structure. It was old, dilapidated, but it was existing on sound footers.
we talked about this one before?
We
This
have
one.
this.
Yeah, I thought so.
And the only other exception to this is, we don't help them with this setback variance, is they have to remove the structure totally.
They-
There's no other
They
options.
could, they would have to move it. They would have to move it, yes, sir.
We looked in on that too, and, it would cost somewhere in the range of $40,000 to $50,000.
Just real quick, one thing to keep in mind, I've not looked at the structure, they don't have any permits for it, they'll have to permit the structure, I don't know if what they have in place would be code compliant. It may be such that they can bring it into compliance,
Yes, sir.
but based off, the information I've seen, it is not at this time code compliant.
We would do whatever it took to bring it into compliance.
Is it a pole barn, or what, I mean, is it a house, or what is it?
It's a 480 square feet, it's on the existing, that's what, it used to be a dwelling back then.
This was the Airbnb that was run.
What was that structure used for before you went in there and,
According to the tax records, up until 1983, it was also a dwelling.
it was a dwelling at one
Yes, sir.
time?
It was, the dwelling existed before the main house was built.
And the main house was built what year, you think?
I believe it was 74.
And then they started renting out an Airbnb, is what they told me.
So with the new lot line establishment, there's a new roadway access for that parcel if it ever separated from the primary dwelling, the main house. If you ever sold the two parcels, I'm guessing that both have road frontage. It's
They do,
both
yes,
in
sir.
compliance.
It's a compliant lot, I mean, as far as that goes.
And this has a 70-foot setback. And he,
What they were saying is their main house, I believe, is showing compliance with the approved setback. I can't read it that well. I believe the main house would meet the rear yard setback, but they cannot meet the front yard setback for the other dwelling
Right, which,
by creation.
what-
So
would that setback be?
it's supposed to be, what's the zone? 40 feet,
40, and it's only 20, so he's
Yes.
asking for a 20-foot variance.
yes.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, and more education purposes, haven't we in the past put caveats or contingencies on one of these approvals to help the existing property owner with this setback, but it only is with that property owner, it doesn't transfer with any other owner? So that way we can still help this couple out, however, if they ever wish to sell it, it can be sold as.
If you were to so choose to approve this, you would probably note that this, structure is destroyed or another structure is to be built. It would have to be,
You ain't
you would
never,
have to eliminate it as a dwelling, but if it were ever destroyed, it'd have to be rebuilt in compliance with the.
How would y'all
required
feel?
setbacks.
How would y'all feel if we give you the approval to keep the dwelling on there? It only stays with you, it doesn't transfer if you sell it. Because right now, you're left with very few options, however, that allows us to legalize it for you, we're just not kicking the can down the road to where it's gonna be a violation later.
Even if we were to bring it into, code compliance.
yeah.
The only way you'd bring it into compliance is move it, like he says.
Nobody's never, what kind of building is it? I understand it's Airbnb and it's been a house, but what, I mean, is it on a concrete slab, or
Yes, sir, it's concrete footers,
is it on a slab or footers?
footers.
And they're gonna charge you $40,000 to $50,000 to move a 480 square foot
Yes, sir,
building?
that's what the estimate was.
How many rooms in that building?
It's not a mobile home.
I understand
It's
that.
a permanent structure.
How many rooms?
It has a bedroom and a loft. 480 square feet on the first floor, 120 square feet on the little loft.
So it don't have a kitchen, restroom,
Yes, sir, it does.
kitchen and bathroom.
It has a full bath and kitchen.
I mean, I'd entertain and I'd retract my motion if no one else wanted to go with it, but to help them out to what they inherited. and try to legalize it for today's existing, I would make a motion to approve it, but contingent on it didn't transfer outside of them.
And for that building only.
For that building and the existing structures now, to make it in compliance, so that way they would be legal. He would still have to bring it up to code, as Jenkins would say it, but if they ever transferred the property, the building would either have to be destroyed or would have to come back to planning commission at that time. So that way it still assists, it still helps you out in your current situation. However, we don't cause a chaotic dynamic for the next owner.
I'll second that.
Let's make sure we're straight, and make sure we're, if that building burnt tomorrow, he
Can
can't
never be
build
built.
it back in its footprint. He's gotta build it back.
The regular code wouldn't allow it. Is
Right.
that correct, Jenkins?
Right.
He would have to build it with today's compliance.
Right.
That's correct.
Okay.
You understand that, don't you?
Yes.
Anybody else got anything in the audience? But y'all got anything else?
That seems the fairest way to me.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. You're good.
Thank you.
E, variance request for 25-foot front yard setback, applicant property owner Clifford Glassman, tax map 031.1.3, I can't see it, 031J, Group D, parcel 001.00, located 280 Matlock Shores Road, A1 Agriculture Forestry District, District 1. What
I'm
you got?
Ted Neeson. This is Wade Loudon. We're the MBI surveyors with MBI companies representing client. We got this approved to be platted into one lot last month's meeting. And with regulations, he's sided by 3 roads. And he's got 50-foot setbacks for each of these roads. We're asking for, on the northwest side, to be reduced to 25 feet, so he can put a building in.
So that road on that northwest side is a public right-of-way, but it's never been improved. It was never built. It's now a gravel driveway leading to one residence that's adjoining on the backside. So this really isn't a public road, it's a public right-of-way. So it's, to have a piece of property, I was here last month when you all approved to combine these 4 lots into one. And we recognized that by looking at these setbacks, it reduces this usable space on this property by an acre, and an entire acre, and
The whole
so
property's only 1.6 acres.
right, and so it really reduces the ability to use a lot of this property. And the current use of that roadway not being built or used as a public space fits to the not needing a 50-foot right-of-way or setback.
Jim?
I don't disagree with anything he said. Out the opposite direction, this is one of those neighborhoods that a few of the houses obviously set closer than that. What are we in, a 50-foot setback area? So,
Most of the houses.
yeah, I mean, it's one of these accesses, if his neighbor didn't use it, was agreeable to it, he could request it to be dissolved and remove it, but, the neighbor does use that access, but, it slopes downhill from Matlock Road, the main road, to this road here. It is a sloping elevation, as I understand, you're trying to build a structure in the flatter area of the property. So, some leeway due to topography of the layout of the rest of the neighborhood not being ordered.
And these 4 lots are being combined as our plat was last month that came through. So the need for those setbacks on the other side for this dwelling is it's not as imperative if you had 1 lot instead of 4 lots.
Anybody in the audience? What y'all think?
I'm not familiar with the property, but Wait, it looks like there's a good area there to build inside your building lines. Is
It
that
is.
that topography that bad?
Well, it flattens out right on the backside of that setback.
Yeah.
So that's the problem, is that, he's got a septic permit already.
Yeah.
And to go from where the building is supposed to be to go north. So the permit's already in place. So everything was planned, we're just trying to button this up and get it all in compliance.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Got a motion?
I will second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Item F, variance request for an accessory structure without primary dwelling to occupy campers on property. Applicant property owner Emily Collins, tax map 035, parcel 039.00, located 1048 Antioch Church Road West, A2 Rural Residential District, District 3.
I was here a few months ago and I got an extension. I don't know if y'all remember my situation. I'm just finished up graduate school and I'm going through a divorce, and so that's why no progress has been made on the property yet. Me and my ex did go to mediation and he was not willing to settle anything related to the property at that time. And so we're going back to mediation in October, and I've been working with an appraiser and a mortgage broker to figure out what my financial situation will be, since I just finished school and have a job lined up, to see if I can afford to keep the property in the divorce or if I just need to go back to that mediation in October prepared to sell the property.
How much time are you wanting?
Our mediation is October 1st, and so I would need at least until then.
So the year that we granted before is, we never granted?
Well, this is an accessory building without permits and 2 campers being occupied by, she occupies one and I think family occupies the other. Y'all give them 90 days.
Two
because they were-
campers? 2 campers?
Yeah, it's 2. And so y'all give them 90 days because of the mediation to try to figure it out. I think she missed the one deadline, so we're a little longer than 90 days. So she's come back in now.
We didn't miss it.
Did you not?
No, we updated, and then they told us to come back and
yeah, so.
For this.
So at this point now, it's, Holly's been speaking with them and maybe an attorney, I'm not sure, in regards to this property as to where they're at, what they're facing, so.
So the hardship, we understand for you, and we may make provisions for that, but what's the hardship for the other resident in the camper?
I'm the full-time.
Okay, so you're both there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's you two, okay.
Yeah, my stepdad and my mom, they're the
Okay.
primary caretaker of my son.
Okay.
So what's the building that's there now? It's an existing structure?
It was built without permits.
Yeah, it's a pole barn.
That's what kind of started this?
That and the campers.
Yeah.
That generated the complaints.
Which, like I said before, if he would have left, we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, our plan was to build a building permit and, build
we were-
before he left.
We were planning on building, we would probably be halfway through building right now.
Have those plans been scratched?
Well, I mean, no, we just can't do anything until we find out if she gets to keep the property or not.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get to keep the property, then it gets sold, we don't need to get a permit anyway.
Yeah.
Or if she gets to keep the property, we're gonna be, boom, building right then.
That's very possible. That may string longer than October, that decision as well.
Well, it is possible, but, the whole reason we're getting everything in line for the, mediation in October is so he can make a decision. Because if the property appraises for too much to where we can't afford to buy him out, then we're gonna move and sell it. If it doesn't, then we're gonna buy it out, and it's gonna be handled in mediation.
The appraiser came this morning, so I'm waiting to hear back.
So you anticipate him having his appraisal done before the mediation?
Yeah, I had an appraiser come out this morning, yes, sir.
So if we gave you till the end of the year, that would
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Like I said, if I get to keep it, I will absolutely build and bring it up to code, and if not, then it'll be sold.
I mean, we don't want to.
I'll make a motion to grant them a extension to the end of the year.
I'll second that.
Thank you very much.
Anybody in the audience? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise.
Thank you.
G, variance request for 20-foot front yard setback and a 5-foot side yard setback. Applicant property owner Eva Irvin, tax map 003N, Group B, parcel 011.00, located Hope Creek Road, A1 Agricultural Forestry District, District 5.
That should be 15 on the side, not 5.
You got that, Jim?
Yes, sir. Hang on. You're asking for a 15-foot side yard setback?
Side, 20 from the front and 15 on the side.
This is zoning district.
So I purchased lot 10 and 11. I have a building permit for lot 11. It's
Yeah.
0.99 acres. And the way that the house sits in the garage, the very corner of the garage, is where we would like to have that setback. And it's due to the septic placement on the property being limited. And if we push everything back, then we're into the septic area.
So you're only gonna be 5 feet off the side property line?
15 on both sides, not mine.
Okay, that's what confused me.
Yeah,
You're asking
15.
for a 5-foot variance, that's what that's stating. So it's good.
Do they not have to
So it
combine
stays
the
at
two
home.
lots?
No, I'm not combining the two lots at this time. Well, I had originally asked about that, and it was recommended that we just focus on the one that I have the building permit for right now.
The septic's on the same lot where the house is gonna be?
Yes,
Okay.
everything, the building permit, the septic, all of that is on lot 11
On one
right
lot,
now.
okay.
What you got, Jim?
Well, I mean, so I'm familiar with the area. There is a steep slope to the property, and I believe she's submitted some details that show where the septic has to go. So there is definitely topographical issues. The only thing that's a little different with this is she actually owns both lots. I don't know that would make it possible if you were to combine the lots. That's the only thing that.
Are you gonna sell, are you wanting to sell the other lot, or
No,
why don't you just combine them?
I was told not to do that for this
Oh, okay.
purposes, was just to focus on lot 11. I don't have a building permit yet for 10. I will, I'd like to
You
eventually.
gonna build 2 houses?
Eventually, I'd like to also have lot 9, which I'm in the process of purchasing that for my children.
Or you
So
gonna
that-
have variances for 10?
I think the only variance that I don't know yet, because I have not done a soil test or a septic test for lot 10 yet. They'll each would have their own. So lot 11 is the one that I'm just focusing on.
What with the front, excuse me, what, the front variance, the difference in the variance? You're asking for how, because right
It's
now
a
it's
30,
35 feet, what are they asking?
30, and they want it down to 20, so it's a 10.
They're asking for a 20-foot variance, so it'll be 30 feet off the front property line.
And that was what I think was in the original,
It
I
is.
guess, the covenants that we had
Okay.
was the 30 and the 15, so. And that's what we had planned the house for when we first started, and then when we came down, we were given another sheet, I think that showed that it was that A150, what it said.
I'm sorry, because when I called, we got different numbers, so right now it's supposed to be 35 feet, so you're asking just for a 30?
30 foot from the.
Oh, it's only a 5-foot
It's
difference?
the variance, yes, and
The
then
5 feet.
the 15 on the side.
Mr. Chairman, let me just say this,
I'm
that we're dealing
confused.
with zoning, not subdivision covenants, to save the confusion.
Thank you.
She's in the A1 zoning district, she's required to be 50 foot off the front right of way, she's required to be 20 feet off the side, plus 5 feet for each additional story. What she's showing on her, which is exactly what this lays out in your all's, line item, and the site plan also describes that she's given to us. That she's requesting to be 30 feet off the front property line, 15 off the side.
That's 0.99 acres, yeah.
That is the request.
Anybody in the audience got anything? Y'all got anything?
Yeah, I'd like to talk.
Stand up here and give your name and talk.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I'm Wes Hines. I bought a piece of property there in Hope Creek Colony subdivision 25 years ago, raised 2 kids there. Fabulous subdivision, fabulous neighbors. Lots of other people built. I bought another lot, built a house for my mom, bought another lot, built a house for my mother-in-law when her husband died. It's been a fabulous place to live. And we've never had any problems with people who have moved in there and bought there until we had this lot be purchased. And it seems to be a total disregard for not only subdivision restrictions, but other laws. They started moving dirt, I think at least they were moving dirt in March. They didn't respect the TVA land management system.
What's that got to do with this? This ain't got nothing to do with this. Talk to us about what we're talking about. We ain't getting into it.
I think rules are made for a reason. Once we start letting rules slide, it's a slippery slope. Everybody else has respected the rules and built by the rules in that subdivision, and we'd like to keep it that way. Thank you.
I'd like to speak.
Come up here and tell you now.
I'm a little nervous. I was speaking in front of people. My name is Steve and I live on Oak Creek Road. There are 36 residents there, and it's been a well-established neighborhood for almost half a century. Every single lot has abided by the setbacks. The average size of the houses there is about 3,200 square feet, including garages. Just curious, what's the square footage of the house?
The heated square footage is 2,500, but there's also a garage with them.
Okay, so I'm just wondering, for an established neighborhood that's been here for half a century, why would we be breaking a rule now? And we haven't broken a rule for any of the other houses. I had to build there. I wanted to build a bigger house, but I could only build 2,100 square feet because of the setbacks. I just think it's only fair that we just all abide by the rules that are there for an established, it's 100% established neighborhood. There are no other empty lots really to be built. Everyone has abided by the rules, and my question is, why can't she? I mean, we love to have them in the neighborhood, it's a great neighborhood, but just abide by the rules that everyone else has. Thank you.
But I think in
I
your
think it's
original
if I can
covenants,
ask a
that's what it
question,
said.
I think the questions that they're bringing up is subdivision covenants, that this board has no power to rule against or for.
Right, but.
So the only things we can rule by is what the request is by the setbacks by the county regulation. So I think the comments that you all have may go a little deeper to subdivision, that's a civil matter, not heard by this board.
But the variance right now, but there is a variance for the county rules, correct?
For the county rules, not the
What
covenant.
we're saying is, all the other houses abide by the county rules, and
No.
even more.
This is your covenant, says 25 feet setback from.
All we're asking is for whatever rules the county have for all the houses, all the other houses have abided by them. Why can't this house abide by them? Maybe just making the house a little smaller, you know? That's it. I mean, it sounds pretty big, make it a little smaller, and it fits. That's all we're asking, is just to fit. It's not a new neighborhood, and it's an established neighborhood that's been there for decades and decades and decades. So all we're asking is it to be held up to the same rules as everyone else has done when building their homes. Simple as that.
Hi, it's Sandra Gallup. Can you go to the one where it was showing the septic? Because it shows it on lot 10 and 11 split. Is the line in the middle not the split?
That's not the septic, that's just
That's
soil mapping.
That's soil mapping.
Okay, okay.
We have the septic.
Okay, so can you not just move septic back and move everything back some?
So the state of Tennessee is the one who sets the parameters for the septic. So basically, everything on the entire lot that's buildable is determined
primarily on septic placement, then well, then, house, all those things.
And
So
that's
primary
kind of-
objective.
That's probably why it was sold as 2 lots at one
They
time.
weren't sold as two lots, there were two separate purchases.
I bought them from 2 different people.
So.
But it probably hasn't been built on because it's subdivision's been around.
I mean,
for
I know
half a
there's
century.
another lady down the road,
And I'm
Haskins,
sorry, when.
that she had to buy 2 lots to put a septic on one and a house on the other.
That's what I told her. She said they told, who told you not to combine the
Well, it's
lots?
not, it wasn't purchased that way for that.
Who
No,
told
it
you
was
not to
purchased by one
combine the
owner,
lots?
correct?
But if you combine the lots, you can
When
only
you purchase
build
it,
one
it was by
house.
one owner.
Liability is
What she's gonna do is with her hand.
But I do know Haskins, that's just down from her, bought 2 lots because she couldn't fit her house size on her lot. So,
Can I ask a question? The zoning, did that change, in the last couple of years about the setbacks?
Not for this zoning district, no ma'am, not for this zone, not for the A1.
Could you explain on the site map where you can put the septic? Because I can't read it, so maybe. you
Keep in mind, Mr. Chairman, if I could, they're here for the presence of the presentation to the board. Y'all can answer your all's questions outside this room.
Well, the reason is, I'm just wondering. there
You
are
can
other
ask
people
those
there that
questions
have-
outside the room.
Excuse me.
They're here to present to the board. Y'all can ask your personal questions outside after we get done with the meeting.
So, then I'll speak to you. We have some people in there that are on these steep lots, it's just a couple lots down. They have the septic container in the back and they pump it up to the drain field in the front so that they can maintain the proper setback from the road. So maybe that's an alternative too. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're talking for me now. Anybody else?
I mean, the primary, he was asked or was referred to, the primary, so nothing became an issue until, septic. I mean, like, we didn't really have.
We ain't got nothing to do with septic.
Right, I mean,
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
okay.
We ain't got nothing to do with that. Anybody got a motion?
How big is the lot? How big is the lot next door that you own?
0.65, and that one is 0.99.
So when you're gonna have a harder time at the next lot. So why don't you combine the 2 lots?
Because they won't build 2 houses.
Well, I just,
It's not even, the soil mapping did not prove it to be even, so they, if you look on the actual soil mapping request, it states that further investigation, they didn't approve that they even have a septic system on it.
So in
Further
other words,
investigation.
lot 10, what you're saying, you can't build on it, no.
not right
That's-
now,
As of
yeah.
right now.
There ain't gonna be no change in it. I mean, if you can't build on it now unless sewers come through,
That's
you
why
ain't
we're not
gonna build
focused on
on it
that. That's
no
why
way,
it's
so
not-
you'd be better off
it's not-
combining
that's
the
why it's
lots.
not a
I'm
topic.
not even focused on that one right now, and I
Right.
like the barrier that it provides, but I mean, eventually I would like to have lot 9 and 10 combined, and that might be a resolution, but for today, I'm just building my residence on, lot 11.
What y'all think?
I moved to deny.
I will go along with you on that.
We got a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
So, can you tell me
Opposed likewise.
what do I need to do then? What is the
Combine the
setback?
lot.
Combine lots or build smaller, so you
So
meet the setback.
I still
Or
owe on
find
the other
alternate
lot.
means for your septic line,
So
T-Dub.
lot 11 is paid for, I still owe on 10, so I can't. combine.
Build a smaller house. I mean, we ain't here to tell you
I know, it's
that.
okay, I'm just asking, I wanna make sure that I
When you're saying
understand.
it's a smaller house, is it would, I think the primary isn't the side setbacks, it's the off the front road. And the placement off the front road based on the steep and how it gradually, and how it goes down, and where, I understand, it has nothing to do with y'all, but it's still where the state of Tennessee, which has nothing to do with us either, stated that this particular area, which is in the middle of the property, is the only place that the septic can go, based on soil mapping and their decisions. And based on those two
I
information
just need the garage back.
is what,
Well, you'll have to work something else out. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's
I
all
feel
you
like
can
there's
do.
multiple options that you could entertain to still get the same.
What,
goal.
what the bottom
There's more
line
than one
is,
option.
my opinion, you're wanting to build your residence on 11. and then you're wanting to build another residence on 10 and sell it, or
No.
sell the lot, or combine 9 and 10 and combine those
I
and
don't
build
even
a
know what
residence.
I wanna do with those.
Well, I'm just telling you, cause you'll be back wanting another variance if we approve this one, and we ain't gonna approve no more variances. That's why we denied this one. So you're gonna have to make your house smaller, or work with the state like he was talking, and pump your septic. I mean, I don't understand all that stuff, but
Me either.
that's what you're gonna have to do.
So
You're gonna have to go to Plan 2, whatever Plan 2 is.
So the front is 50 feet, even though your covenant says 25.
We ain't got nothing to do with the covenant.
Yeah, but it's 50, and has it always been 50?
Yep, that's what Jim said. All
Has
right,
it always been 50?
We built 50.
let's go.
We built our house.
Item H, variance request for 20-foot front yard setback, applicant property owner James Brown, tax map 022F, Group B, parcel 006.00, located Colder Shoals Circle, A2, Rural Residential District, District 6. What you got?
I'm Vanessa Brown. I'm here from my in-laws. So they bought the property and we applied for the septic permit. It was approved. The state inspector came out and did everything in the soil report. We installed the septic, got the final inspection. We applied for our building permits and were approved. And then we were doing our survey for our construction loan and discovered the variance needs to change by 20 in order for our house to be there because where our septic went.
Who approved your permit?
Our office. It's a compliant site plan.
Oh, okay, it's not a, okay. I
She has a
got you.
compliant site plan. During the survey, when they started doing a spot survey for the bank, I assume,
Yes.
then they found out, well, hang on a minute, we don't have the room here. Their deed may call for it to come to the middle of Coulter Shoals,
It does. It's in the road.
It's here in the road problem.
Yeah.
but their setback has to come off of a right of way or a future right of way, which pushes them back onto the property.
The reserve area do not disturb, what is that? On the drawing.
That's reserved for expansion of the field lines in case their existing goes bad, they have to have reserve.
So there's really no other area to put it.
The only way to push the house back at the most would probably be to eliminate the pool. But I don't know that that brings them into full setback compliance. I think the surveyor did do us, they're looking at like they're about 23.7 off of the right of way.
Well, it's basically a hardship, what you're saying.
I mean, everything they presented.
When was the house built?
I'm sorry?
When was it built?
We're
It's
getting the
not built
construction
yet?
loan. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, my in-laws are on their camper. We're trying to get it built for them to get them in it.
okay.
Anybody in the audience? Come up here and state your name.
Hi, I'm Keith Alston. I'm in the neighborhood, and we're really excited to have neighbors, and we're delighted that they're investing in, kind of in our neighborhood. But we got a real concern with this. All the other houses in the neighborhood are well set back from the road. And the concern that we have is that if we make an allowance here, that the other properties might do the same, request the same kind of variance. Other concern is that it just would change the look of the neighborhood. All the other houses are, again, well set back from the road.
Everything's like, this on Lake Leo.
Close enough. Of course, I think, sir, you see from example, we typically always try to keep all the rules. You saw what we done on the last one.
Yes, sir.
However, we treat hardships as a different, covenant on this.
Is this a hardship because we put the septic or they put the septic in the wrong place?
Well, a lot of it depends, and not necessarily the wrong place, it's where the state says they have to put it, whereas the other couple, they wanted to build the same size house and didn't have the area to place it, so. I think this one has a little bit different of a dynamic. I don't know what the lot size is by the survey. Do you know, Jim?
Yes, sir, it's 0.75 acres.
So even smaller lot
Yeah.
than the last occurrence.
Yeah, the other thing I would just tell you is there's 7 or 8 folks that wrote in. Basically, all of the neighbors in the neighborhood have kind of written in. Got somebody else for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, my name is Kate Lee. I live across the street from the new build, and I think we've talked to most of the
Speak up,
neighbors.
please.
Yeah, we've spoken to most of the neighbors around. I believe did you receive all their emails? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
there's just concern that it was gonna change the character of the neighborhood, it'd be right up there on the road.
Cause all the houses got steep drop offs behind them. Like hers has.
Oh, I don't think it's.
Everything is all the same,
Yeah.
kind of grade.
Yeah, there's some on the water that drop off really bad, and then there's some that are gentle slope, just depending on what part of the neighborhood you're in.
There's a little bit of several different dynamics and culture source. When you get on the inside circle, I think some of those houses are closer to the roadway, so.
They are, and those are the ones with the real significant drop off to the water.
So I think actually, this house in this situation compared to the houses on the inner part of the circle is pretty relative to the same, aren't they?
No, this one is on the inner side.
But what I'm saying is it matches the other inner circle of the houses that's closer to the roadway. So I think it's aesthetically matching with the houses that's pre-existing.
So they're requesting a variance of 20 foot or a variance down to 20 foot?
This should be a variance, whatever the paper says, it says 20-foot variance. So it'll be a 20-foot variance. They are zoned A2, so they'll be set back 20 feet off of the right-of-way line. And it looks like he's pulling the right-of-way line in to be 25.66 off center line of the road, if I'm looking at his survey correctly.
Coulter was probably, didn't have the setbacks that the new one, that's an older development.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shows a 23.7 feet from the right of way.
That's what they've surveyed out at that 23.7. They're asking for that 20-foot variance, even though they're not showing it here. He's talking about some overhangs. We want to make sure they were able to include all portions of the house within their, didn't want it to affect it.
Mr. Chairman, I think they have a hardship, and I would vote to approve the variance.
The hardship being that septic is already in there in place,
That they can't, the septic is preventing them from,
which was out of their hands.
out of their hands.
Septic's not in there yet, is it?
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's a hardship, and, so I would move to approve the variance.
Got a motion,
I'll go along with you.
got a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Very good.
I'll oppose.
Got one opposition.
I know the vote's already carried, but I do have a question. Was the septic there for a pre-existing house, or was the septic put in before this house construction?
No, we put it in when we bought the property. We had the state inspector out. He told us where to put it. They approved the permit. He came back out, re-inspected it, and signed off on it.
Okay. But you know, just as knowledge, the construction of the house could destroy that drain field by the heavy equipment and everything running over it, so just be mindful.
It's in the back of the property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? Item I, administrative review to request 90-day extension on violation
You got
letter.
approved. You're good.
Applicant Michael Knowles, property owner Michael Brown, tax map 028, parcel 018.00, located 14420 Bills Chapel Road, A2, Rural Residential District, District 6. They here? Throw the book at them.
They may not attend.
What was that letter up about, Jim?
This is a property out on Bill's Chapel that is inundated, and they had requested an extension of 90 days. speaking with the county attorney, I told him that we would give them the 90 days, making weekly inspections to verify progress.
They're supposed to be cleaning up a demolition stuff.
Yeah, it's,
Wait a minute, did you mean flooded?
No, it's junk or debris, and then it's an illegal dump
Oh,
site.
yeah.
Also. So,
So he's been served the letter?
he has, yes, sir.
And that-
And he called and had requested the extension.
Yeah.
But he didn't show up for it.
Well,
He's in jail.
this is
Oh, he is?
difficult.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still
Over
there.
that,
No, drug charges and prostitution and
what we do from here?
I'd make a motion to deny it.
Got a motion? Got a
Second.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those likewise. He's denied. You got anything else, Jim?
No, sir.
Anybody else got anything? Van, you got anything else? You're the only one left. You've talked through the whole meeting.
I'll stick in, brother.
Isn't that kind of running on both sides of Bill's Chapel?
Yeah.
It is.
I can say last time I was through there, it's
Who's
kind of
getting
both
the problem?
sides.
One's illegal landfill, and the other one's.
The only thing I can say through all this, I'm just glad Tellico Village, we don't have to deal with things. Just think what